This crossover on its first announcement, I was really doubting it, but man, after using these characters and seeing them in action, a lot of them are pretty cool and very strong. But there's still one character that we have not shown off yet, which is Makoto Shishio. And I won't lie, he's probably the most unique out of everybody. You gotta do what, 3 or 4 things before he gets all of his damage online? Before we get into that, let's actually tell you what he does. For one, he's a crispy motherfucker. He has an ability called Nation Take, gives everyone art gauge on the team that are fire allies. And if he's the leader, he gives them even more art gauge. He also has the other 2 passives here, which are very important. Soul Boost level 3, which gives him more damage, less HP he has, and he has damage up when burning. In terms of the skill, this is just going to reduce the enemy's fire res. The art is going to be able to buff up everybody's damage from enemies with status elements. It's a very unique DR buff, and if I'm not mistaken, since this is conditional, this stacks with other active DR buffs. The true art is actually a massive damage res down. This is the exact same amount of damage res down that Saito Hajime has. And then finally, we have the super art, which has a 100% chance of burning the enemy. You will always burn yourself with this super art if you're below 50% HP, and you also increase all fire units damage by 200% for 20 seconds. In terms of his slots, he's a 5-star physical, 5-star magic, and a 4-star physical. For 5-star physical here, I recommend going with his true weapon. It gives him a bit more damage, and it autofills his arc gauge by 3. 5-star magic, I think it's going to be giving you some type of fire res down, or arc gauge will be great. I would say exceeds X, but it has life still on it, and being near death with Makoto is going to be very beneficial. And then finally, 4-star support, Arc Ignite, Fin Aloha shorts, anything like that, and you'll be golden. In terms of the crest slots on Makoto, I recommend that you go attack up and arc gauge up. Arc gauge is going to be very good on him since he actually has no built-in arc gauge in his kit apart from his passive. Just like most of the Kenshin characters, his animations are relatively quick. We see the attack skill here, just a slice. The skill is pretty much just the attack skill again. We have the art, which actually is a bit long, not too long, but you know, it's there. Now, the true art, if I'm not mistaken, has a very fast startup, which is really good because this is the damage res down. So let's see it. And yeah, you see the super art is big boy damage, crazy deeps everywhere, even though it doesn't seem like it hits that often because we just see like 4 slices. My God, if you hit every condition, ladies and gentlemen, this guy does some freaking damage. The hardest part about him though is when it comes to team building, because he wants to be near death, and it gets pretty difficult to make this guy be comfortably near death a lot. So we're going to try something like this against the Darklight Dragon and see if it works. If we had Summer Iris, we would use Summer Iris, but we don't have her. It's one of those characters that I missed out on that I really regret missing out on, man. So Makoto's whole game plan is to get near death as soon as possible. And actually, Uga here is allowing us to get near death with relative ease for the most part. At each threshold, he will do a huge damaging attack that will make everyone take damage. We can also get ourselves low on HP by using this true art over and over. And look, let's actually see if we can get a poison off here and just see the deeps with Makoto. Well, actually, we won't be able to see the deeps just yet. I don't really want to use Sunraku's true art here because we all know Sunraku would absolutely destroy this guy. So I'm going to try to just focus on Makoto as much as I can here. And look, here we go with the damage already. Damage to everybody. Look at that. He's near death. We love that. So what we want to do now is get into that super art so we can get burned. There we go. There's the super art. And we're going to get burned. And now we're going to be able to stay near death with relative ease, even if we are using something like Smart Skirt, because we can go into that true art to kind of help out a bit. And we're just going to keep that loop going while we get this guy as low as we can. One thing that I think would have been really nice as well is if Makoto had, what is it called, like Revenge Art Gauge. There we go. There's another poison. Love that. And look, now we're all near death again. We want to be near death as much as possible here. And you see, as long as we don't cure that burn on Makoto from the super art, it's going to stay. So we're already hitting most of his conditions. We want to keep refreshing that true art debuff. I mean, the damage res down is just way too massive, man. If we can get off with another super art right here. Let's see that initial hit on this. Boom, big too. It's just so much, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He's kind of fun to play once you get his little like gimmick down. He's a lot of fun. The problem is that it's very hard to get this gimmick down, because if you're a new player, oh dude, this guy's hell. It's literally almost impossible to get this done as a new player. I mean, maybe you could use Gerald or somebody, but you know, it'd definitely be tough. Now we are finally at the 1 HP mark, which is actually where we want to be. I don't think Uga would kill us if we get at a threshold and stuff. I mean, I doubt it. Maybe he would, but I don't think that's how his mechanic works. We are at the final threshold here, so we're gonna use a super art again to try to see if we can get some crazy deeps. And yeah, we're definitely getting some crazy DPS on this guy. I would love for Makoto to get back into a super art before this guy starts doing some more shenanigans. There we go. There's another super art, and if he's fast enough, he should be able to hit him. Oh, he's not fast enough. God dang it. We're gonna see if we can get a poison. No poison. Oh my god. Maybe Makoto can just push through though, like right here where we're at. Nah, not yet. Next feint that happens, or not the next feint that happens, the next time he comes out of this little animation, I am gonna try to use a true art to insta kill. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do the super art because we're getting back our Sans Plus. So let's see. Poison. There's a poison. Yeah, and he's done. Look at that. I mean, it took longer. It was 3 minutes. Granted, we were just trying to specifically play into Makoto's like game plan, but you could kind of see there, once he gets it going, it freaking destroys bosses, man. Let's check the detail screen. Makoto with 22 million. Now, one place that I think that we could show off Makoto really well is actually the mines. I know some people be like, oh my god, why are you taking this guy in here? But I think we could cook out something real quick. Double summon Ryu with this man, Kirisame. We about to pop off for real. Now, one of the things that we could play into in the mines is using Makoto's art to give us DR. Because a lot of these ads, you know, will actually be able to be burned. But we're not going to worry about that because guess what? We do not care. Big damage coming through. Look at this. Insta kill. More than likely, some of Ryu's did more damage than him because it's going to count all the other waves too. Let's see what we got. Yeah, they did more damage than him, but he caught up pretty quick. I mean, he was just only using his super art at the end here. Here's the thing. I think that Makoto could be really good. It's just the amount of conditions you have to hit. It's so much. If you get off every single condition for him, this man hits so hard. It's just, damn, man. You need very specific units, and you really need like the mono fire setup. Pretty much every available fire unit out right now you need just to conjure up a team that would maybe be able to sustain Makoto. I will say this is the most unfriendly new player character I have ever seen in my life. If you are a new player and you got Makoto, I would be not really upset, but I guess a little bit disappointed because the amount of stuff he wants you to do, yeah, you probably won't be able to do. But you guys let me know down below in the comment section how you all feel about Makoto. Do you like him? Do you not? Either way though, fam, thank you all so much for hanging out. It's been your boy P. If you enjoyed this video, have a check out this video popping on your screen right now. Just talking about the mines, specifically a mines guide for anybody out there that may be struggling. So if you are doing the mines right now and you want to get a little bit better, watch this video. I'll meet you over there. Oh, and one more thing before you leave, don't forget to drink water.